Pollen and mold counts. A sure sign of spring, or summer or fall, in many regions of the United States are the news media reports of pollen counts. These counts are of interest to some 35 million Americans who get hay fever because they're allergic to pollen. People also look for counts of mold or fungus spores. These are another major cause of seasonal allergic reactions. Pollen and mold counts are important in helping many people with allergies plan their day. The pollen count tells us how many grains of plant pollen are in a certain amount of air, often 1 cubic meter, during a set period of time, usually 24 hours. Pollen is a very fine powder released by trees, weeds, and grasses. It is carried to another plant of the same kind to fertilize the forerunner of new seeds. This is called pollination. The pollen of some plants is carried from plant to plant by bees and other insects. These plants usually have brightly colored flowers and sweet scents to attract the insects. They seldom cause allergic reactions. Other plants rely on the wind to carry pollen from plant to plant. These plants have small drab flowers and little scent. These are the plants that cause most allergic reactions or hay fever. When conditions are right, a plant starts to pollinate. Weather affects how much pollen is carried in the air each year, but it has less effect on when pollination occurs. As a rule, weeds pollinate in late summer and fall. The weed that causes 75% of all hay fever is ragweed, which has numerous species. One ragweed plant is estimated to produce up to 1 billion pollen grains. Other weeds that cause allergic reactions are cocklebur, lamb's quarters, plantain, pigweed, tumbleweed, or Russian thistle, and sagebrush. Trees pollinate in late winter and spring. Ash, beech, birch, cedar, cottonwood, box, elder, elm, hickory, maple, and oak pollen can trigger allergies. Grasses pollinate in late spring and summer. Those that cause allergic reactions include Kentucky bluegrass, Timothy, Johnson, Bermuda, redtop, orchard, rye, and sweet vernal grasses. Much pollen is released in early morning, shortly after dawn. These result in high pollen counts near the source plants. Pollen travels best on a warm, dry, breezy day and peaks in urban areas midday. Pollen counts are the lowest during chilly and wet periods.